Sorry, we were jamming to that real sec. Ladies and gentlemen, girls, this is your AEW Collision review for February the 10th, 2024. I am the Sheriff, signing in. I am joined by Shay. Shay, please introduce yourself.
Hello. I'm here to complain because there was no Jay White sighting. But yeah, it was a good show. How are you? Oh yes. Oh, and we have.
Yep. That was gonna come next. Bad Guy Jack, the Great Grand Slam Pooba. Do your thing.
Hi. I am glad to be here on Collision. The last time I was on Collision, I looked it up. It was somewhere in December. I got banned. I got fined, but they have left the doors open. And yeah, Collision was an interesting show, so I can't wait to go with it with you ladies. This is y'all show. I am the guest because y'all left the door open. I'm going to drink some water because it's me against the water tonight.
I like this show too. I was hoping there would be an Ethan Page sighting for Shay over here. I know she's a fan. He's on ROH. I'm sorry. You gotta pay that $10 if you want to see our boy.
No!
Wow.
Ulo is
really?
tearing me apart. Okay.
Look how they're tearing y'all apart. See how Tony Khan does. Anyway, they were in Las Vegas today. They started the show. We had Jon Moxley. We had Claudio Castagno. Some of the CML guys. So we had Star Jr. We had Esfinge. I hope I'm saying that right. Esfinge. Jon Moxley. He did bleed in this match, but it was an accident. It was an accident. In his defense, it was an accident this time. Allegedly. Good exchanges of momentum in this match. I enjoyed it a lot. This is our second win against the CMLL guys, the BCC. So, I mean, they lost twice. What's really the point at this point? After the match, Jon Moxley said if any team wants it, they can come get it. FTR quickly came out. Cash Wheeler busted out of jail to come out and answer this call. They didn't even say words. They just kind of threw hands. Like they had no reason, just threw hands. And then it was a big pull apart, and then they went to commercial. Yeah, I could take it from there.
I mean, I don't have much to say. I enjoyed this match. I really loved the pin from Esfinge. It was like really pretty. And then Claudio ruined it by breaking it up.
He said, "Ain't nobody got time for that."
he's wearing me down. But I mean, I think this match between FTR and Moxley and Claudio is gonna be really good when it happens. So I mean, that's exciting. I don't know why they said that. Somebody was gonna come out. Of course, somebody's gonna come out. He's trying to call somebody a punk. What you talking about? But yeah, no, I enjoyed this match though.
I mean, not for nothing, Sawyer, because she said some things. But when you say, "Well, you call me a punk," I think one Phil would feel away about that because there's nothing wrong with me calling a punk. That is my joke for tonight. I think I'm gonna top it. Wait and see. I'm okay. The FTR feud with the I call them the Blackpool Combat Club. I'm intrigued by that. I think there's something about that where I'm like, I can't wait to see when that actually happens and I make that match. I think that's gonna be fun. Let me ask you, Sheriff. You're AEW Elite. You're with the brand, right? Right there. That's a heart right there. Can I ask you, why does CML hate the Blackpool Combat Club?
Well, it's really not about the fact that they hate the Blackpool Combat Club. They want to it's kind of like they said. So these are stars in Mexico. They want to come on AEW and show that, over in Mexico, we're doing things. The Blackpool Combat sub said, ain't nobody trying to hear that. We run AEW, and that's really what it is. On top of that, they already lost to them. Even though CML is a promotion, not necessarily like a faction, so to speak. They just started sending niggas out there like en masse, right?
Absolutely. Everything you said, you are 100%. I'm not even going to hold back on what was said. I agree because, I just don't understand. Wasn't 1 week? I know him as not Mystical. What was his name? Sin Cara in WWE. Wasn't he in the crowd when they first jumped Jon Moxley? And now, there's these levels of all these CMLW guys. I mean, LWO. I'm so sorry. CMLL characters coming out, and they want to fight. I just seem like every week, there's just a bunch of these guys want to fight them, and I just was curious on why.
it's like an invasion angle, you should say. They're trying to represent CMLL and like the Mexican style of wrestling, and they're basically trying to use, I guess, BCC as the catalyst for that. But I mean, they lost twice. I don't know. You got to rethink the strategy.
I just think they don't like Jon Moxley's face, and that's unfortunate. Jon Moxley, keep doing your thing, my guy.
Next,
and I also don't believe that he bleed by accident. I do want to throw that out there, but carry on.
I did think it. Listen, when he bleed, when he bleeds, he bleeds. Like he don't do nothing. He ain't no half stepping with Jon Moxley. So that's why I thought it was an accident. But next we had Daniel Garcia versus Shane Taylor. This was my favorite match of the night. I am a Daniel Garcia fan, as you know. Daddy Magic was on commentary.
Do you do the dance?
I hear him. He did. Did it many times. But nobody was trying to hear him. By the way, that last match ended in a submission. This match also ended in a submission, and it continued the win streak for Daniel Garcia. He did work the leg the whole match because he was facing Shane Taylor, who's a bigger guy than him. He also has like a boxing background. He spent the whole match trying to avoid that knockout punch that he did eventually get hit with. But I thought it was smart to have him work the leg the whole match. He's fighting the bigger guy. He's trying to bring him down to his size. And then he did eventually win with a leg lock, right? And so I thought it made sense. And Daniel Garcia, it wasn't one-way traffic, but he took the brunt of the punishment. But it seemed like he had a strategy the whole way through, and he did get a win. So I thought this was a really good showing for him. And the crowd was behind him, you could tell. And yeah, I'll throw it.
This was probably my favorite match as well. Honestly, I really enjoyed it. Once Daniel hit that dragon screw, it was over. It was like a shark. He saw blood in the water. It was like, I'm gonna tear this leg apart, and tear he did. But my goodness, Shane Taylor, the hits he was giving out, that one chop in the corner,
clutching my pearls.
No, seriously, my chest on fire watching it. But yeah, no, that was great. I love Daniel. Like, I'm such a big Daniel Garcia fan. Like, I will always say, I feel like I have this like mental connection with him because the first match I ever watched from AEW, he was in it with Wheeler Yuta. This is why I will never take any negativity when it comes to him. Everyone hates Wheeler. I don't hate him. But
they be hating, yeah.
They do. But yeah, no, I love Daniel. I'm just happy to see how he's been going, and I'm pulling for him on Wednesday. I really am. So yeah.
What say you, Pooba?
That is right. The great Grand Slam Pooba. I like Daniel Garcia. He's fine. He's all right. I mean, I think it's the right move to give him some wins. I've seen like they're really behind him. And I hope that they build on to this. Keep building on to him.
Keep it building, and to keep it moving on the show, we had a small promo from Eddie Kingston on Bryan Danielson. He challenged Bryan Danielson to a match at Revolution, which will also feature Sting's last match. And he said that if I beat you, you gotta shake my hand, because there's a history that Eddie Kingston has talked about of guys that he looked up to in the independent scene. They never really respected him. They said he was fat. And so now that he's on top, he's
That's
like,
so mean.
You're going to have to shake my hand when I beat you because I proved you wrong.
Oh, man.
Yep.
That water beat me twice in a row. Good thing. Hold on. You know what? Right. I'm sorry. So sorry. Sorry. Please take the floor. I apologize. Okay. I just want to say good for Eddie Kingston. Because you know what Eddie Kingston is doing? He's sitting there saying, I was in a locker room with a lot of you guys. You guys were my hero. I looked up to you guys. I'm going to calm down the yelling because my mother is getting ready to go on vacation and I do not want to be yelled at before she leaves. But I sit here and go, he says, I looked up to you guys. You guys were putting on masterpieces, and y'all looked at me like I was some slum, a word I've been learning lately from watching some of the 1960 shows, a boob. And now look at me, I'm on top. Kiss my pinky ring. I'm the man now. Matter of fact, look at this. I'm on your couch. Nice couch. Word. And he's just stomping on the couch. Good for you, Eddie Kingston. Matter of fact, get some extra sweat in there. Keep going. Climb to the mountain. Kingston. I was going to sing that Sean Kingston song. Take the floor, Sawyer.
I hope it's
That's
not
the
the song
water.
I was thinking
Tough
about.
act to follow.
I hope it wasn't the song I was thinking about you gonna sing. I just feel like that wasn't the best song to be singing. Eddie, how does he know that that's what they thought or that's what they were saying? Oh, I saw the look in your face. Girl, you can't just assume things like that. But I'm not gonna get into that. If
Yes, you
I
can.
was if I was Brian, I wouldn't even accept this. Why would you accept it? I mean, I know he likes to, tussle, so he's gonna say yes regardless. Like, but me, I wouldn't say it because I'm like, I hear your whole thing. You want me to accept this match so that I can shake your hand. This is more for you. This is more of a request for you. What am I getting out of this? I mean, I guess I could beat you, but still, you're getting way more bang for your buck out of this. I would have been like, no, screw you. I'm not wrestling you. I don't want to shake your hand. Sorry.
Well, Brian said that he doesn't work hard, but we all know that where he doesn't work hard, that's the gym. That's what you were talking. That's what he was talking about. We know what it is. Speaking of working hard, Brian Cage versus the Outrunners. This was a 2-on-1 handicap match. Brian Cage had to work hard. It was just him versus Jobbers. He won. There was not much to say. He kicked their ass. That was really it. He came out with Prince Nana, and they came out with Chance, who I guess is their mascot. And then, he swerves when he drives. So Chance had to swerve when he drives. And Brian Cage is a traffic officer. So he beat up Chance for swerving when he drives. And then Hook came out to defend Chance. And then Hook kind of actually got his ass kicked, but they took to the. I don't think it was.
Oh, here we go.
That way.
Here we go.
But they tussled to the back, and then they kind of went to the commercial. But Hook did try to help out the mascot. But Hook, you was kind of getting beat up. But anyways, any thoughts on this?
I feel like the mascot should have helped him, honestly, because how you walk out and immediately he got put on his back at least 3 times while the commentary was literally pointing it out. First and foremost, no, we don't talk about it. They talk about he's got his back again. He's back up though. He's back up though. I'm like, calm down. We don't need to talk about that, please. Like, I was like, Hook, get up, please. I don't know. I'm just like, what's going? I don't know. Something about that whole thing. I was just looking like it didn't do, and I didn't even like the freaking squash match. I hate something about one man beating a whole tag team really annoys me. I don't know. That's just me. So I was just I was displeased with it. So I really have nothing to say about the match. What is there to say?
I get what you're saying by that because I feel like when it's someone like Brian Cage, I can see how he would win in a handicap match to an extent. But someone like Big Show was always getting a pass if he won a handicap match because it's the freaking Big Show. So I can understand what you're saying. Obviously they're trying to build some momentum with Cage for whatever reason. What's this with Hook? That's nice. I don't know. I have no big thoughts about it. It was like it was there. I saw it. I was like, all right.
This is a small.
Okay, Hook is just gonna beat him up. Hook is gonna just throw him.
If he doesn't showing like he did today, I don't know about that. I hope so. Yeah.
Well, they always do it like that though. They make it look like he has no chance. But there was a time when he was undefeated, right? And he was throwing dudes bigger than him. So watch, he's gonna do something. He's gonna throw Cage. Cage is gonna be like, "Oh, I can't believe this. This is wild." And probably says, "If it wasn't for you meddling kids."
And he was still riding off that wave of his world title match, even though he did lose. So.
Yeah, and I think they want to build him back up after that. I mean, it wasn't even a bad loss. You wasn't on Dynamite, but I'm just curious because you did kind of said it in passing, in a way. But you, I think we were talking about Dynamite. You said something about Sting and Darby winning the championship, or maybe I'm hearing things, and maybe that's the second voice in my head.
Yeah.
But I did want to ask, how did you feel about Darby and Sting winning the tag team titles?
I did see that. I like it only because Sting can't lose before his final match. And Sting, for all intents and purposes, is like undefeated. Hola, from the UK. Bro.
That's right, hola.
So I'd like to think that if they keep the title, because they're marketing this as Sting's last match. This is like something they've been building up for months. If he just was like, oh, well, I'm the champion, so I'm going to keep wrestling, it's kind of like, maybe he has somebody take his place as champion with Darby. Maybe that's how they, I guess, continue that out. So they've put themselves in a bit of a corner here, I think, with that, unless he just wants to relinquish it. That's a little bit whack. Don't do that, Tony. But yeah, he had to. I mean, you can't have Sting lose, not yet, right? But I guess that's what you get for putting him in a tag title match. I don't know. Yeah. So next, we had. Actually, speaking of, we had Undisputed Kingdom. I don't watch New Japan. I hope I don't butcher this. Tomohiro Ishii.
I feel like you know it better than me because I can't say English names for nothing.
Not even English names? Say John.
That's so. Joe.
See? We're working on it. We're working on him, guys.
Day by day, baby.
This is a small segment as well. So Roderick Strong was pretty much like, okay, if you beat Orange Cassidy today, I will face you for the international title. I like the fact that they did this because it does add suspense. Even though I'm like, Orange Cassidy is probably going to win, he's acknowledging that the challenger actually has a chance to win, and then that could change that storyline in the course of that. So he's like, I'm confronting you, just letting you know that if you do win tonight, I'm beating you, or I'm being Orange. It don't matter to me. Equal opportunity. So
love that.
Any thoughts on that?
Strong energy. I loved all of that. You know what? Good for Brodie. And I think, and you said it too, like he's probably going to win the championship. I think he would be a great international champion. And I love that he got into the guy's face and he said, you win, beating you. Orange win, I'm beating you. Either way, this little thing, it might change this little timeline, but it ain't changing my timeline. Good for Roderick Strong. Strong energy, strong neck, which sounds very horrible, and that will be the last time I ever say that.
Clip it.
And I will. Huh?
Clip it.
I if someone clipped this, I will walk. I will take all my balls and leave this building. It's a sports reference. So take the floor. Please.
Follow that, Shay.
I don't even know how. Like, what am I gonna say? I'm gonna say something about grabbing tits. Like, we have to like go like.
UPR after dark.
I'm talking about
UPR after dark.
I'm talking about different kinds of balls. I'm talking about
there are many different kinds of balls. That is true.
Okay.
Yes, there's a lineup of them, and I don't like how that came out my mouth. It
just keeps getting worse. Like you just sticking the hole here. I'm actually rooting for Roderick. Despite everything that the man below just said, I do agree with you. See, Jeffrey, you came in at the perfect time, actually.
No, Jeffrey, get out! Jeffrey, get out! Jeffrey, no. You got to go to church tomorrow. Jeffrey got to go praise the Lord tomorrow.
You're
Lord,
yours out. What's wrong with you?
He took points away from me on Tuesday. Just take the floor, please. I said enough about all these balls.
Okay, well, that's a great segment with that Cope.
No, it's not.
Well, you have the Cope Open Challenge, where it really wasn't because he didn't do a match, but he spoke about the fact that he's been doing this Cope Open Challenge on Collision for a while now. He's got some good wins, so much so that he has the pick of the litter for what title he wants to go after. He is ranked number 3 in terms of singles. So he's being interviewed by Tony Schiavone, and they're like, what do you want to do? Kind of like how, they interviewed Cody about what do you want to do, but way less stakes. Anyways, so he's like, I would love to take a bunch of belts off Eddie Kingston. It would be cool to have an international title, but we all know that he got beef with Christian Cage. So
what's
that? But he's not the only one who's been getting lots of wins on Collision. Daniel Garcia has been getting a lot of wins on Collision. Daniel Garcia, even though he is ranked in the trios category with FTR, he's trying to build his name as a singles, and he too wants that TNT title. Last week, after his win, he beat the Patriarchy. He took a look at that Christian Cage title, and he was like, you know what? That looks nice. I want that. So he came out to let Copeland know, I see you're going for the TNT title, but I have the same goal in mind. I respect you as a legend, but, where we go from here. So Coleman's like, you know where we go from here. We fight. So at Dynamite, me versus you, last man standing gets to face Christian. Fair enough. They shake hands. But before Daniel Garcia gets to leave, Coleman's like, just so you know, the only reason I didn't whoop your ass is because you had a match today, and that would be BM. But you are basically threatening my livelihood, my plans, my professional future, and I don't fuck with that. So I'm definitely beating you up on Wednesday. And then they This was I thought that this was really, really cool. I like the Copeland that's hungry. I like the Copeland that's talking his ish. I like the Copeland that's a little bit rated R. This came off a little bit heelish, especially because they're both supposed to be baby faces, but someone's got to be it. Mine the legend guy who I guess has everything going for him. Would say you guys, or I'll throw it to Shay. There we go.
Obviously, I want Daniel to beat him up. I like that's my people's. I'm so sorry, sir. Like, you gonna have to find another way to get to Christian. I'm sure you know where he lives. For God's sake, just pull up. I love that he put, what did he said, Matthew and Nicholas. He put them on notice. I say good, good, because they have been putting Joan Rivers through hell with these outfits every week. They would have been on the worst dress list every week if she was still alive. Rest in peace.
Rip.
Amazing woman.
Rip.
Rip. But I'm excited to see this match, and again, I want my boy to win. It always feels like I'm struggling when I do that dance, honestly.
You and the chair. I heard the damn chair.
Yeah. The chair is Daniel Garcia fan.
No, the chair is sitting there saying, be a better fan. Look, I'm going to be quite frank. I like Daniel Garcia, and I hope he does beat Adam Copeland. Everything that you just said made me not like. Thank you for that. And we say Happy New Year's to you. Good health and good luck to you as well. Jin, I won't even try to say your last name, but I know Jin because I play a lot of Tekken. Yeah. Adam Copeland, he seems very unlikable here in this part because, I know. Look, I get it. You want to go back against Christian. Christian robbed him. But look, too bad. You've lost. Go to the back of the line. Stop crying. Listen, dog, you've been doing this thing for like 25, 26 years. Oh, I got robbed. Do you know how many people you robbed back in 2007? I watched SmackDown. And you wasn't really doing a lot of good people things as well. So when you get it back, you know what I call that? I call that justice. Or for what Batman might say, every day of the week. So good, Adam Copeland. Get in the back of the line. Read your daughters a bedtime story. And watch Degrassi, the high school season. Not the stuff after, because I can't promise you that was good stuff. Generation. Yes, with Wheelchair Drake.
Oh yeah, sorry Drake. I did see your vid. Good stuff though. Anyways, Chris Statlander and Willow Nightingale.
Real quick, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I do apologize. You're doing a fantastic job leading, but we're at the 20-minute mark, and I did want to play a quick commercial break. So, fantastic job, ladies. You're doing a great job. You guys are watching AEW The Collision Show, and we're going to be right back after this quick commercial break. So we'll see you for more Collision.
Jay going on SmackDown as well, possibly. It's hard to tell. I think that she can go anywhere. I think that she's a big enough star that she can flip flop. She can appear on Raw. She can appear on Smack. She can be a Swiss Army knife at this point. She's going to get the views.
I mean, hey, Bianca Belair's on SmackDown. You could see one thing.
But wouldn't that be too obvious though?
Yeah, but that's what this is now. Because you have to, when things get hot, you have to address it. What is an example? Seth Rollins versus CM Punk. As soon as they had the opportunity, they addressed it so that everybody can get over it. They need to do that. Like the thing that's buzzing on the internet, what everybody wants to see, sometimes they listen. And look, they gave you the spot already. Yeah. You know what I mean? They gave you the fucking that, and that was an amazing spot. I guarantee you that spot freaking got an enormous amount of views on the internet.
So and shout out to Mike Knox from Mike Knox Show. He says Jade Cargill versus Belair, not just yet. And I gotta agree with you, right? Because we got roughly 2 months until Mania. Let's put them against each other at Mania in 2 months.
No,
no.
SummerSlam.
Let's. Yeah, you can do that. You can do SummerSlam. You can do Survivor Series. You can keep slow burning this like a tiny little blunt all the way until next Mania. It's definitely a Mania match, but not this Mania. Like this Mania probably it definitely is going to have some it's jam packed, and we don't even know what the card is yet.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Thank you for watching that commercial. Now, listen. Next, we had Chris Statlander and Willow Nightingale, along with Stokely Hathaway, being interviewed by Renee Paquette. Basically, the two of them, they challenged Julia Hart and they challenged Sky Blue. They want to fight each other. They used to be friends. Things happen. Stokely made it clear that if you listen to Evanescence, that doesn't make you hard. I don't know what Hot Topic girly needed to hear that, but you needed to hear that. That is the truth. He also said that he's going to have a little bit of difficulty making that match because Tony Khan has him blocked. So stay tuned for that.
I love that.
I love that. I love Stokely.
I love that so much. That's great.
Yeah, that was a small segment. Not much to say there. Do you have any points?
No, I don't really have so much, except Stokely is fantastic. How can you not like Stokely? He's great.
Nice.
This is true. He is great.
So
and I hope that Tony unblocks him. It's so
I
hurtful.
agree. This unjust. I need Elon Musk to handle that. Okay.
Exactly.
We have Brodie King along with the aforementioned Julia Hart versus Mark Briscoe. This match started a little slow, very slow. But Mark did a good job as the babyface getting the crowd into it. Towards the mid and end, he started to do a bunch of high flying spots. He brought out the chair. He brought out the table. Unfortunately, that table did come back to bite him because he ended up getting put through it at the end. This was our first pinfall loss because the other ones were all just submissions. Mark did take the pin from Brodie King. Julia takes out a ice pick or a metal pick, something like that.
Looked like a nail or something like that, right? Yeah.
It was sharp. That's what I know. Stabbed Mark in the head with it. Blood everywhere. I hope you weren't eating when you watched this match.
Yeah. I mean, the only takeaway I got out of this is, Jon Moxley was jealous. It's true. There was a lot of blood there. He probably said, "Oh, this guy outdid me."
Someone bled more than me. See, I knew it.
Exactly. You get it, Chip. I miss George in the chat. He usually give points and stuff. I miss George, but it was good. I mean, I like that they've been lately doing stuff with Brodie Lee, like when they had the tournament and they were making him look like a beast. So I like stuff like that. I like that he's looking dominant. And I'm glad that he got the win. So I like Briscoe is a single. I don't want to sit here and say I'm totally sold, but he's all right. And I mean, he gets a reaction out of that crowd. Like when he could get people behind him. So he knows that art. But Brodie getting the win seemed like it made sense to me. I don't know about cutting Mark open like that though.
Yikes, Ronnie, yeah.
I really loved his twisting moonsault that he did outside and he landed on his feet. I thought that was just fire. Like I was like, you ate that. Yeah, no, I really, really like this match. This is probably my number 2 favorite match. Like it was really, really fun, honestly. And I do agree, like Brodie has been getting a lot more steam, which, is great. He's a great wrestler. I'm still laughing at how he cursed out Daddy Magic. That was hilarious to me. Like that's still in my mind. It's still in my mind. Why they did that to him? Like they are so mean for no reason. Because why that man deserved to be for what?
Bullied.
I feel like everyone was bleeding tonight. Tony's nose, Brodie's mouth, Mark's head. Freaking, it's like it's blood everywhere.
And this is exactly why I sit here and say Moxley's jealous. You said that the top 3, none of them were Moxley. Moxley's sitting there saying, punch in the air right now, saying, "Renee, see, she missed it. I messed up tonight." I know he's sitting there saying he messed up tonight.
I forgot to mention Brodie had like blood coming out of his mouth. He won though, but I was like, "Jeez."
Everyone mentioned Moxley. Everyone mentioned Moxley, except I'm the only one who did it. See, Moxley right there. You named 4 people that was not named Moxley. Moxley's somewhere right now, really upset, saying, "You know what I got?" He already told Renee. He said, "Renee, you know what I got to do on Wednesday, right?" It's about to get ridiculous.
He said, "This don't work for me, brother."
It's about to be.
The House of Black has a lot of momentum right now, so they're taking the blood too. They're taking all of it. Sorry, Mark.
Moxley swinging in the air.
Nice. And then the next segment was very quick, very small, almost like what was the point of this? They had Brian Keith, the bounty hunter. He pretty much said he's about his money, and so he'll take any he don't care. Like literally 20 seconds, he just came on to just say that. So yeah, I think we could go past that. Deonna Purrazzo and Kiera Hogan. Deonna has had a bit of a rough start to her time in AEW for a lot of different reasons. But in this match, it was one-way traffic. She had most of the momentum for this match. Kiera Hogan got some offense a little bit, but we went right back to the submission pattern. She submitted her. This was a glorified squash match. And Kiera Hogan is someone who's been in AEW a long, long time. I think they really trust her to go out there and make people look good. She is a very good seller, I gotta say. So yeah, there's not much to say. They're building her up. I think she's not going to beat Toni Storm, although she is going to face her for the world title, or at least I don't think that she is. But they're trying to build her up, make her a big threat to her. So I understand the win. What say you, Shay?
I really enjoyed this match. It was quick, but I think that both women did what needed to be done. As you said, Kiera is a really great seller, and she's been put on some really fun matches lately. I hope that maybe she gets some momentum, for something instead of just same thing with Queen Aminata, but we'll get to that. But yeah, Deonna, I really, really struggle with this choice of having her first feud be going in with Toni. I feel like it's a little soon because clearly she's gonna lose, and I just feel like that's just the wrong foot to kind of start out on, a big loss like that. But the match is gonna be great. So you know what? Beautiful gowns.
Match gonna slap.
Yeah.
I guess so. It did what it had to do. Deonna wins. I think you guys nailed it best. It was fine.
Nice. Yep. Not much to say there.
Straight to the point. We
do have the champion coming out. Deonna ain't even get to the back before she made her entrance. Toni extra. So Toni Storm
absolutely
to face Queen Aminata. Queen Aminata, even though she did lose, the commentators were really bigging her up. The momentum in this match was really balanced. She had a really, really good showing against the champion. She seems like someone that they're really trying to slowly introduce the audience to for them to see them as someone that they should care about and really, really like. I like the fact that the commentators really bigged her up. They did content with her on the YouTube channel. Apparently, she speaks 6 languages. My goodness.
That's fantastic.
She's good in the ring. She had a good showing. She didn't win, but I would say that she came out looking a lot better than a lot of people that Toni has faced, just because of how much offense they gave her. And she pulled it off well. The crowd was into it. After the match, Toni Storm, she laid in the ring after her win. They played her music, but she said, "Shut that off. I'm speaking." She said that she has a new film that is coming out on Dynamite. It's going to be a silent film, I'm assuming, because that's what she does. She also said Deonna Purrazzo ain't shit. What say you, Shay?
That is great. That is fan. I love that. I love that so much.
I'm just laughing at the fact that she said it was dynamity. Dino.
Yeah. Dynamity.
Dynamity. It was why? I don't know why that cracked me up. Just cause why? I love this gimmick. Honestly, she is eating this role up, up and down, honey, up and down. This is what I've always looked for from Toni for so long, because I feel like she's always just been. She's a fantastic wrestler, but it was that character was missing. She obviously has her character, which I think she's a great woman, of course, but that wrestling, that over the top wrestling character, that kind of grips, that was missing, and now she has it. She's literally set. She's set. I'm just so happy. But yeah, no, Queen looked amazing. I've been such a fan of her for so long. When she got signed, I was like, yes, finally. Because like, with what's going on here, like this woman is freaking fantastic. Literally so good in the ring. She has this like presence when she walks out. It's like a star. She is fantastic, and they need to start switching it over. She needs to start getting some more wins. Enough of this losing foolishness, because
Absolutely.
it's jarring to me, but whatever. But yeah, no, I really did like this match, and I loved how much offense that she did get. I love that she gave her a little bit of juice. You know, that's her little thing when she rubbed the little butt, you know, the juice. I was like, yes, Queen, give her some of that juice. I really thought when she hit the air raid crash, it was gonna be over. I don't know why, but it made me a believer. Yeah, but I really, really did like this match, and I'm glad she got that time. Toni, fantastic, great match.
I don't know how to top anything that you ladies said. That was fantastic what you guys said. I think with Queen, I mean, you were saying before, like you would like for her to get more wins. I think this was a big test for her to be in the ring with the champion and see what she can do. I feel like the last few times I've ever seen her, and I got familiar with her. I forget if it was like this year, but remember the first time we were on the phone and we were talking, and I was like, "Oh, I've never seen her work." And as time went on, I was like, "Oh, I see how talented she is." I think eventually she'll get her time in the sun. It made sense for Toni to win. She's the champ. She shouldn't be losing anytime soon. And Toni's great. She's fantastic. It did what it had to do, and I think Queen looked strong at the end too. Because everyone's going to talk about Toni, but the Queen looked pretty damn good.
Yeah, this was actually my second favorite match on the show. I really like that why isn't she signed yet? I think she signed AEW.
She is. She is.
Right? Yeah.
She's signed.
Yeah, she signed. It just took a while because people was tripping. I don't know. I guess Tony Khan was tripping. I guess Vince McMahon and his time was tripping. And we know Triple H was tripping. Big companies was tripping. I don't know. So next we actually have the main event. So we have the International Champion Orange Cassidy versus Ishii. This match was one-way traffic, as a lot of matches are. Ishii was just putting that beat down on him. He was just kind of taking it. They did do a spot where he like played possum and he fell like faint on the mat. But then, you know, he comes alive in his Orange Cassidy way and he starts to mount some offense. He did hit the orange punch and then did the big spritz kick out. I thought that was the end. That was a good near fall. Orange Cassidy, he's really good at, I would say he's like a cleaner version of Darby Allin. You'll beat him up for most of the match, and then he'll start to do a comeback, and the crowd will just get really, really into it and really excited. So that was a really good near fall because everybody's like, oh, okay, this is his comeback. Nope. So Ishii gets a little bit more offense, but then Orange Cassidy hits another orange punch, and he actually wins with a roll-up. Like going into a defense of your title, you don't want to rip the roll-up, but I already know that he's probably going to lose that defense. My guess. And so there's cracks, and he's lost a defense before. He's lost a title before to Moxley. So there's cracks starting to show. I think they're trying to paint that picture a little bit. And so even though Orange Cassidy won Undisputed Kingdom, they let Ishii know, you know, if you win, we're going to come after you. Ishii did not win, so they said, I guess it's OC. So they came out and they beat him down. They just beat him down. I thought the promo earlier added suspense to the match, but yeah, they ended with OC just getting beat up after winning. That's beautiful. We love to see it.
Yes, absolutely. I enjoy watching wrestling and someone get jumped at the end. I miss my wrestling where someone would get stomped. That's what I'm talking about. And back then they didn't have Tim, so you can imagine now there would be Tim galore, and I love that. I'll enjoy Orange Cassidy. Don't look at me surprised. Orange Cassidy matches, I do enjoy. I enjoy Orange Cassidy matches. They are fun. They're great. I do have a kick out of them. You mentioned that you didn't like the so much of the finish. I enjoy a finish where every now and then they switch it up. It's cool if you beat someone with the finish. That's fantastic. But a roll up, and I think they also want to make. I want to make sure I got this gentleman's name right. What's his name?
Tomohiro Ishii.
Ishii. I think they wanted to also protect him and have him get rolled up where it looked like, hey, I beat you by the skin of my teeth. So I do enjoy switches like that. I do enjoy United Kingdom. I mean, Undisputed King. It's the UK. Like they could have did any other initials, and they decided to go UK. Like it bothers me. I keep calling them United Kingdom. I'm like, but why would England hate these people? Oh, you're from the UK though, so we say hi, Will from the UK. We like the people from the UK. I do want to throw that out there. I just don't like the United Kingdom. I mean, you just Undisputed. I blame Adam Cole for this. But I enjoyed that they beat up one Orange Cassidy because they said, so you want to be champ? You're going to be punished for that. And that's why I think you should attack people who are doing better than you. So do that, and you will be able to climb up that mountain. Only if you have enough oxygen tank, because I can't promise you will make the mountaintop.
I'm gonna tell my kids that.
And you tell them Uncle Bad Guy said that.
Uncle Bad Guy.
This is a really freaking good match. I actually really enjoyed it. Like, sometimes I love the a lot of like finishes. It was a lot of like attempted finishes, which I like. I don't know. I really thought that Orange was going. I don't know why, but I felt like maybe he might lose. I don't know why. I just felt that way in my spirit, and I can't explain that. I really am not that big of a fan of Orange. Like, here's the thing. It's not that I'm not a fan of his in-ring, because that's like a lie. He's clearly one of the best wrestlers in the world. That's obvious. I just am not a fan of his character. It just doesn't resonate with me. I'm so sorry, but yeah. So
you can't see it, but my hands are in my pockets.
Just in your pockets. Now, I mean,
my hands are right here.
I would like to see him lose because I'm not invested in him. Like, nothing personal. I'm just not invested in you, bro. But you're a great wrestler, and I'll always pull up to watch your matches.
Nothing personal, Orange. I just prefer apples. Anyways.
No, honestly though, no. But oranges are like no. I was gonna say you was spitting, but no. Actually, oranges are way better than apples. Just gonna throw that out there. I'm not even saying.
Did I mean what I said?
I'm more of a banana person, honestly.
No, I wanted to sue banana.
Peaches is where it's at. There we go.
Peaches are good too, honestly. Mangoes are great.
Yeah, I was. Damn it, she beat me by there by 1 second. Alexa, she beat me by there by 1 second. Oh, now you don't want to talk. Okay, that's great. Fantastic.
The elevated fruit is avocados. Shout out to avocados.
I throw those at like the ground.
Freshly squeezed.
Actually, avocados are great.
I'm actually not a fan of orange juice. Never did like it.
Oh.
One of those, yeah.
How dare you? Like orange juice is the ground. Don't ask why this is on the side of my bed.
I can't do it.
This man has a whole cart of orange juice next to his bed.
Drink it.
Chug it.
Chug
it if you're an Orange Cassidy fan.
I don't have to prove anything to that man.
There you go. You already said it. We know. Now we know the truth.
Hold on, wait. No, it's actually really good.
Well, you say, "Ow!" You drank some like fucking tequila. I'm sorry.
And mango.
Are you cousin? Oh, there we go. That can't be edited. Fantastic. This is what collisions are about. And what do you know about tequila? Please stop it. No, do not do that. Do not tell this man how to do his job because he will pick the worst clip.
Nice.
But that juice was fantastic.
Listen, I'll drink it with a what's the thing you get at brunch? Mimosa.
I was going to say a hash brown.
Oh yeah, I'll dip my hash brown in the orange juice.
Nice. Oh, you should be on Fear Factor.
I had a kid in our school when I was a kid who used to put all of his food in the milk carton and drink it. I had to witness that, so y'all had to know that.
Oh, I might have seen him in Manhattan. It's called a trash bin because that is crazy.
It's gross. I don't know why he did that. I wonder where that kid is now. Maybe that's Darby Allin.
He did it for bragging rights.
I'm sure he did. Ratings for Collision.
You got ratings?
Okay. I felt like the main event wasn't it wasn't a bad main event. I felt like it wasn't the strongest. And only for that reason, I'm gonna say A.
All right.
A minus.
All right. That sounds about fair. What about you, Shay Sawyer?
Oh no.
You know what?
Oh no.
It could have been a B, but it gets too taken away for no Jay White sighting. Because how are you going to have Collision without the Collision Cowboys? That doesn't even make sense to me. So, a D. Plus. I'll give it a plus to be nice.
Excuse me. Do you...
I'm not gonna lie. Like, you might as well just leave the classroom if you get that. Like, don't even show your parents that. Just pull your pants down and accept that ass whooping, because that's not good. I'll sit there and say I can actually top that story. I drew a picture with my niece, and she gave me an F plus, and I'm still trying to figure out what that grade means. But for this show, I'm gonna give it a B plus. I enjoyed the watch. It wasn't the perfect show. There was a nice little imbalance. Imbalance. I feel like that I just ruined everything. There was a great balance there. So I'm gonna go B plus, B minus even. I would go B minus. I think B minus is fine.
Look at that assortment of grades there. So if my calculations are correct, D plus, A minus, and then a B minus. B minus. We passed the class. We certainly passed the class. We settled probably around.
Not the kid who got the D plus. Accept that ass whooping, boy.
It's the effort that counts. That's what the plus is for.
At that point, the teacher has just spat in your face. That's what that is. That teacher said,
like consolation prize. Aww.
A D plus is pretty much. The D plus is the teacher practically kicked you in the balls.
I want
because
D plus is like the kid a little slow, but he got hard. So let's do D plus.
No, that kid went to lunch and got his lunch money kicked, and the school teacher who's serving lunch spilled the shitty mashed potato on top of the kid. That kid has no luck. I'm gonna stop because I could keep going. I can literally keep going.
We all know the D plus kid. All right.
Yeah, he sucks. We hate you, D plus kid.
He didn't even do nothing, mind you. Like, this man did nothing to you. This poor
He
child.
exists. He fucking exists.
He existed. He just.
I hate you.
Why I oughta?
What do you mean you hate?
That kid just deserves to get kicked. And Jeffrey is not making it better. Plus is totally for your name. No, the plus. The
It's
plus
got
is
the date right.
I'm gonna tell. Right. Yo, I am sorry.
Apparently, you get points on the SAT for writing your name.
That's the ST.
No, you do.
What?
Oh,
you get
points for writing your name. Yeah. Apparently you can miss that. Like if you just forget to write your name, they're like, nah, you come on now.
Sheriff, I want to end the show. I don't need you to read me like a goddamn book. Okay. Get the hell out of here with that.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your report card. Listen, thank you for watching this Collision review show. If you're the D plus kid, we're really sorry. And
we hate you.
We strongly dislike you, and the plus is for watching the show. Thank you so much for watching
and getting your name
any
right.
Closing statements from Shay or Pooba or D plus kid.
Take the floor, Sawyer.
I think my grading already said what my go away would be. So next week we need to see the Collision Cowboys, and I don't want any trouble. I don't want any damn trouble. Okay. Other than that, follow me on Twitter at @ShaySawyer_, where I will talk more about exactly what I just said right now, but with more words.
Fantastic. Oh, we're doing the plug things. A few plugs real quick before we end this show, guys. You're watching Unpopular View. We want to thank you for watching the Collision Show. I want to thank these two ladies here. You guys killed it on this show. You guys are fantastic. On Monday night, we have the Mike Knox Show at 6 p.m. We have the Monday Night Review Show back at 11 p.m. We have the executive consultant when he does show up for work. And we have Jeff Evil Dose, they're on for Monday night, right after the show, go off the air. Tuesday night, we have the NXT review show. Me and the Wrestling Dog, we talk NXT. Wednesdays, it's the Dynamite show. Sometimes you can catch the Sheriff on there. You can catch Dan the Man. You can catch Benny. And sometimes a special guest. I think they're trying to bring me on for Dynamite. And there ain't enough explosion in the world, baby. And then you have on Fridays, we're trying to bring the TNA review show back. Continue to follow us. We'll eventually get that going. Thank you, Jeffrey. You're fantastic. On Saturdays, you have the SmackDown show. I think they usually do that around in the afternoon, 1 p.m. And then you have Collision. You can catch the three of us. I mean, if the door is open, I'll be back here for Collision. You can catch Shay Sawyer, Sheriff, Dan the Man. Whoever leaves the door open might just come through. Who never know. Plugs here. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm so winded. I'm going to drink this water. You can follow me on Twitter, Bad Guy Jack. I share cartoon stuff because I like cartoons. They're fun. I like old cartoons. And also, too, we have an audio podcast, me and Shay Sawyer. We do the Big Pot Theory podcast. We're going to record tomorrow. We'll have an episode on Monday. I'm done plugging stuff. I am very winded. Sheriff, take us home. Although we're really actually in our shoot homes as we speak.
Take care. Sayonara. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
We got him. There we go.